Namaste, everyone, and welcome to John Talks Indian Cinema. I am your host, the Indian Cine-MANIAC, back with another 10ish minute review. Okay, this is not one that was recommended to me. This is one that has been in my queue for a year and a half, I think. And I was like, you know what? I'm watching a lot of heavy films. I want to see something a little bit lighter. And I love both the actors in this film. So, before I get to that, please do me a favor if you get a chance. Subscribe, hit the notification button, hit the like button. Doesn't mean anything to you. Big difference to the channel. I'm trying to build a Cinemaniac community. I can't do that without you. So please do that for me, will you? Okay, the film I am going to be reviewing is the film 2009 Billu, or Billu the Barber, as it was also known. It's directed by Priyadarshan, who directed Bhool Bhulaiyaa. It stars Irrfan Khan, who is I've seen in the Lunchbox, Piku, Seven Khoon Maaf, I think how you pronounce it. Lara Dutta, who is absolutely gorgeous, and in this I think it was the most down to earth I've seen her. Dawn 2, Fanaa, and Khakee. Puri. I've seen him in Death and Gunj, Ghayal Once Again, Bajrangi Bhajaan. And, of course, SRK himself, King Khan, Shah Rukh Khan, who I have seen in probably, out of the 200 and something films I've watched, I've seen probably 25 of his. Devdas, Dunki, Swades. This is a remake of a Malayalam film from 2007 called Kada Pariyambol. Kada Pariyambol. Now, a little something taboo turned down the wife's role because she didn't want to work with Irrfan Khan. Irrfan Khan. Now, why is that? I don't know anything about that story. Any of you know what's going on with that? If you do, let me know in the comment section. Okay, the story. The story is about a barber who lives in a tiny village, and not a very successful barber. He has no money. He's always looking to get money. He owes money all over the place. And also a story about an actor played by Shah Rukh Khan called Sahir Khan. And what I gather, as much as I can, Sahir Khan is a thinly disguised Shah Rukh Khan. Their life story, what they deal with on a daily basis of being an international superstar. And, he has some fun with that. So so through the course of the film, it's brought to people's attention that Billu knew Sahir Khan. So everyone wants to meet this guy, right? So Sahir Khan is filming movies, and he wants to film one in a small village, and he picks his location scouts pick this village. Oh, he actually picked it, and they scouted it and said, yeah, we'll do it here. So now everybody in the town wants Billu the barber to get in touch with Sahir so they can all meet him. One guy that's got all kinds of money, played by Puri, wants to have dinner with him. Another guy wants to read poetry to him. His kids, Billu's kids, want to meet him. So as the movie progresses, and this was kind of predictable, people start to believe that he made the whole thing up, including his wife, who's played by Lara Dutta, who's very good in this, but very, she's very exotic, and she does a lot of dancing and stuff. She's a gorgeous woman too, by the way. Very down to earth in this, very love, and you get, their love was believable to me. It was anyway. So now Shah Rukh Khan comes to town, and it's all about how this barber can connect with him. And of course, when you're a superstar like that, you've got 5 layers of people before anyone can get to you. So the contrast they show throughout the film is what Shah Rukh Khan's dealing with and what Billu the barber is dealing with. Now, here's the thing about this movie that I found really interesting. When they were doing the Shah Rukh Khan scenes, it was very Bollywood. Like that, every production, big production number was Shah Rukh Khan, like a Bollywood film. And even the acting around it was a little over the top. And then when they would go back to the village where he wasn't involved, it became a much more grounded movie. So the contrast was really, really stark between the village scenes and the Bollywood scenes. And it was kind of interesting the way the choice that they made with that, because the production numbers are great. And Shah Rukh Khan, he's great. Now the other thing, well, I'll get to the music. I don't want to spoil that yet. Now, so I found it rather predictable, but for me, what won me over and probably won everybody over, let's be honest. First of all, you expect that somehow they're going to connect early in the film. And whatever's going to evolve from that. Does he really know him? Does it? Because you don't know if he really knows him or not. That's the whole point, right? Do you believe him? Because Irfan is very understated in this film. Very grounded. So you're really not sure if he really knows him or he's just doing that to save face. Now the town's all behind him. They buy him new salon stuff, a new barber chair, equipment, all this other stuff, and they put him on a pedestal. Now, when people think he lied about it, well, now he's ostracized. In fact, at one point, he's arrested for fraud. So you weren't quite sure where it was going to go. And then I'm watching the time, and I'm going, wow, there's not much of this film left, and they haven't even connected yet. So what really won me over in this film, and again, it was, how do I want to say this? It really played to the audience to get an emotional reaction. Okay? But it did. it achieved it. So Shah Rukh Khan's character is making a speech at the school. And there was a big thing about that too, how they're going to get him to the school. Well, he comes to the school. Now he makes his speech. Now everybody's sitting there. And way in the back, because Billu's wife wants to meet, even if, because she doesn't believe he knows him. She just wants to see him in person. So they're actually at the back of this field behind a fence listening to Shah Rukh Khan's character. Shah Rukh Khan does the speech. And he starts talking about, I haven't always been this. I haven't always been, the superstar. I was a student. I had nothing. And he goes on and very emotional. And then he says, but there was one person I could always count on. The person who gave me money when I didn't have any, gave me food when I didn't have any, gave me money to get a ticket to go to Mumbai, taught me how to act. There was a reference to that. And he's getting very emotional. And then, of course, he says, Billu, a Billu. Now everyone's like, and he's in the back, and he just kind of turns away and walks away. Now everybody knows that what he's been saying the whole time is real. The kids come home and they're crying. I'm sorry, Daddy. I'm sorry. I should have believed you. The wife, everyone in the village. And the climax of the film is knock on the door. Shah Rukh Khan's at the door. Very emotional scene, very satisfying payoff, and it's about a 5-minute scene. And it's emotional, and everybody's emotional in it, and it's beautifully acted. And you could have reached out to me. He goes, no, I'm not going to reach out to you. Very humble man, Billu's character. And then Shah Rukh Khan says, we're going to get together, and they drive away in the entourage. So they only really interacted for 5 minutes in the film. But to me, it's what, in my eyes, made the film so good was that emotional payoff. It was great. And I got, even describing it to you, I got some chills. But I want to, let's see if we can, his entrance, Shah Rukh Khan's entrance was was the first song with Deepika Padukone. I'm going to get into the music in a second, but he had this great entrance. Of course, he has a entrance. Also, Puri's character is cheap, so every time they drive up somewhere and go, "Shut off the car, you're wasting gas." Uh, Buddha was the name of the village too, by the way. So the story, you've seen this in some other films where someone, from the past is famous now. So I give the story a 4. I thought the story was fine. And I thought it was pretty brave not to let them connect till the end of the film. Because I'm sure people were expecting that much earlier, but I think it was a better payoff. The performances were excellent, but again, the contrast was pretty startling between the Bollywood stuff and what I would call the more grounded stuff. But you know, for the separation of the two, I thought they were, it was great. And the payoff at the end, I thought they were both wonderful in that scene. So I'm going to give the performances a 4. Even the side characters were funny. Even when they get mean, they're not really not, it's not really mean. It's kind of cartoonishly mean. But I thought Dutt was excellent. She was I believe that the little kids were cute. They weren't annoying. So I'm gonna give the performances a 4. But it's amazing contrast between the way Irfan plays it and the way Shah Rukh Khan plays it. Um, Irfan's kind of a quiet guy. He was like that in the Lunchbox too, which I really really liked. So now the music, I love the music for this reason. So every production number they did, they had some big female star in each number. The first song, Love Mirror Hit Hit. It's a science fiction film he's making, and Deepika Padukone. And you guys know lately I've been kind of hot on her. Okay, I like her. But that's a great. My love is a hit, darling. So I like that number. The second song were clips of SRK's films. So they did a lot of that. So Sahir's films were SRK's films. So they show a lot of clips from those. The movie posters are all from SRK films. And it's a song, Come Along, Walk Along. And they sing that in English. The third song, Priya Chopra. And the song is Rocking and Reeling. And again, she looks great. I mean, these women are beautiful, okay? So he gets to work with some beautiful women. Fourth song is by a poet. This poet always trying to get this people to listen to his poetry. So the song is about Billu getting the golden ticket because he knows Sahir, and it's called Billu the Tremendous. And that's a theme they play throughout the movie, including at the end. Fifth song is the wife, Bibdia. Imagine she's in bed and she starts imagining she's doing this love song with Shah Rukh Khan. And then when she wakes up, she's looking for him. I thought that was kind of funny. So the song with Priya Chopra is Praise the Lord. Is that the one? Priya Chopra? Yeah. Sixth song, SRK and Kareena Kapoor. Another one I've been hot for. Let Them Go to Hell. That's the name of the song. So I love the music. And the dance numbers were, they're spectacular. But they, and they were, it was a little tongue in cheek. They were kind of not making fun's not the right word, but they were playing up the Bollywood angle with the numbers and the way they make the films too. Because there's some stuff like it looks like the Matrix, and they show the way they make them. It's pretty funny when they show that. So I love the music. I gave the music a 4, because the songs were catchy. Everybody looked great in it. So yeah, I like that. Now I will say this about the movie. I don't know how much Pepsi gave to this movie. Now I assume Shah Rukh Khan's a spokesperson for Pepsi, because Pepsi ad placement was everywhere in this film. You could not see it. Okay. Okay. So my overall verdict, I really like this film. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but I have to say, that payoff at the end kind of paid off the entire movie for me. And I really had a visceral reaction to that ending when he walked through that door and the way they interacted. I loved it. I thought it was great. So I'm going to give the movie a 4. If you've seen this, let me know what you think. I don't know. I don't know how it did. I don't know if people thought it was going to be an SRK film because he doesn't get top billing. Irfan gets top billing in the credits. So I would love to know what you guys think. But another, and I thought Shah Rukh Khan was excellent in this. He was kind of addressing what he probably has to deal with every day in his life as the international superstar that he is. You appreciate it, but it's also it's like a life in a bubble, you know? But anyway, that's what I thought about the film. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Okay, so my pick. What's my pick this week? Very different than this film, but one of I'll never forget this film. I saw it in a movie theater in '86, and I remember that start to finish, it was like white knuckle the whole film. I remember sweating profusely, something I do not do during this film. And it's 1986's Aliens, not Alien, Aliens. 1986, starring Sigourney Weaver, Michael Biehn, Bill Paxton, Carrie Henn, Lance Henriksen. Great cast, directed by, of course, James Cameron. One of the best sequels ever made. It was action packed, start to finish. It was tense. It wasn't like Alien that was very claustrophobic. It wasn't like that. But the tension in this film is from start to finish. An incredible film. Um, Again, I think one of the best science fiction films ever. It's just an amazing, amazing film, and they haven't even come close with any of the other films. I don't think. Alien was a different breed. It was more like a haunted house. You know, you barely see the alien. This one, they're out. It's a war movie. It's a military movie. But if you haven't seen it, because it still holds up, it absolutely holds up. If you also get a chance, look at the director's cut of it. Much longer version, but it fleshes out a lot more of like the colonists that get wiped out, which you don't know any of them other than Newt. It gives a little more of their backstory. So when they're all dead, it's got a little more meaning to it. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, check out Aliens. Excellent, excellent movie. Okay. As always, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the notification button, hit the like button, and share so we can build this maniac community. And it's building. Oh, it's building. Okay. So that's it. We'll talk to you soon on John Talks Indian Cinema with either a 10ish minute review or a trailer reaction. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll talk to you soon.